Using his legs, it's Reynolds. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Barber.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Reynolds. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. Makes his man miss. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Lets it fly. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a crease. It's Reynolds. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
For all the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, you know, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had.
There's a crease. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reynolds. At the 35, he's loose. Open field on the run. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Trojans will snap it on first and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Makes the grab. It's Mosley. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And they're not on the same page there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They're working that left side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Some misdirection with the counter. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's
got a little grass. Touchdown, Trojans. That's what half by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal. in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Reynolds. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Using his feet to buy time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again.
Get away!
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trying to get it to the marker. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Great place to start for this offense. Running inside, it's Reynolds. Makes it past the marker. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got three.
Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground, but he kicks it all the way down to the 10. And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Reynolds. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now Fresno State calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. On the move, it's Reynolds. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the counter. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be... Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Flag 14! Flag 14! 180, go! Ready! Go, go! Ready! 180, go!
And the Boilermakers ready to put toe together, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Trojans offense will have the first possession of the game.
Break! Solo, solo! Go, go!
On the ground, it's Reynolds. At the 45, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
With defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
He'll keep it on second down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Reynolds. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's in! Touchdown, Southern Cal!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22.
Here we go. Ready.
To the air on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've
snagged it, and there's running room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Touchdown, Trojan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Oh. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Oh, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Defense will back up and make things a little easier here on 3rd and 4. On the ground, it's Reynolds. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reynolds. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Rushes on him, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Under fire. Back open in the middle. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man down the middle. Turning it on. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's got it. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Reynolds. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Trojans! Roll into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride, so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here.
Damn,
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that's one that...
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Reynolds. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Reynolds. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Rides to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. And the Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reynolds. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good...
The give and tick, 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 tick. The Boilermakers decide to call their 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Reynolds. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The run inside. It's Reynolds. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not...
streets of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the USC Trojans and the Michigan State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how...
And the Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the defense makes a play. Sack. The Trojans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Reynolds. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Once he got some room, it was over. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so...
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Hands it off on the counter. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And the Spartans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Keeps it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking downfield on first down. Uncorks one.
Oh.
Complete to the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys just such an easy place to recruit when you got that kind of pedigree. You always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. On the ground with the counter. Could be an outie. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Takes a handoff. It's Reynolds. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Goes to the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line. First play of the period, first down here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reynolds.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception instead. On the ground with the counter. Here's a little room there. Picks up the first down. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... all the way. Touchdown, Trojans. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, USC.
The Trojans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. It's Barber. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Steps away to find some room. Past the 45. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Trojans are marching down the field. The keeper on the option. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease.
Finding some, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, USC. And the punishment has been extended. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The run inside. It's Reynolds. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Pulls it in. It's Mosley. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Running inside, it's Reynolds.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Reynolds. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first. Maybe a crease. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They want that clock to run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stopped.
There he goes. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Quarterback keep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Reynolds. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards.
He's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Trying the run, it's Reynolds. Breaks the tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Throws to the back. Working that left side now. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of
go! Ready? All right, Andy. 1, go! Here we go. Ready? Go! Ready? Go!
Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who's going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time. There's some room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The run inside. It's Reynolds. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. To the ground. He's got it again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the handoff. It's Reynolds. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
He's got him in the flat. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Turning it on. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that? Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. Back to pass on second down. Fires complete on the crosser. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Stopped in the backfield in this deep. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out.
Oh.
And he got it! Tie ball game here in the 4th.
I am not always the most positive guy.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds us back in the middle.
Oh.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, help this offense get in position to win the game.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And they try to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Give to the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Gonna run it. It's Reynolds. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Now the Hawkeyes will call their... How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this.
Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the USC Trojans and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Lincoln Riley before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience.
The Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the... So the USC Trojans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Using his legs, it's Reynolds. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Caught over the middle. It's Bowman. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the counter. And tackled there by the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Reynolds. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Reynolds. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grab behind the line, it's Reynolds. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the...
So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Barber. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Off play action. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Running the red zone, it's Reynolds. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the counter. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Reynolds. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Trojans will try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
I love running backs that have a nose.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The sure hands, it's Reynolds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. He's going to take off. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Under fire. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Motion from the back. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's loose at the 15. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 1st down as they try to score one late in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Finding open areas. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he got loose. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. Right back to the well. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the number 6 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Missouri coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Ryan Field. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they are 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the 3rd quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Reynolds. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. On the move, he fires. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. The Trojans have this offense rolling. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've got the screen set up. Sweet cut there. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and get...
Touchdown, USC! Fitted in the window for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll run the counter. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Reynolds. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Reynolds. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Creates a little space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Reynolds. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Right back to it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Reynolds. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Reynolds. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Right on the money. The receiver will not get. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. There's a crease. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, Understanding circumstances, they are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll go to the counter play. There he goes. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Plows through the defense. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside. It's Reynolds. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football play.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys tuning in to week 8 coming up. I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Go get a little power nap, touch the grass, take a shower, and all that kind of stuff. And we see you guys in a little bit for the continuation of this new year for this running back. Xavier Reynolds started out at Utah, won a national championship, transferred over to USC, and the season is going great. So we're going to see how it continues to go. I'll see you guys in about 4 hours or so. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you know when we start up a new video. I'll see you guys in a little bit.